charter board. If that's, you know, the board to act on that appointment.
I would appreciate that, and I think that would be a fine start.
I would make a motion that we accept the four names that have been presented tonight as a beginning to our task force on review of business license or ordinances.
Got a motion and a second, all in favor? Now, do we have anything else in our alderman report? We'll start with you, Laura. Have anything else to report on?
I just wanted to make certain there's nothing down the road here on the agenda for the 1912 school building. Right. Okay. Then I would go ahead and bring that up. Laura Sanders was not able to be here this evening, and I see that in our packet we have received a fee schedule and a letter from a second engineer firm. So Laura just wanted me to convey to the board that the 1912 school building committee is at a standstill at this point until the board does move forward on securing a survey firm to move forward with assessing the structural soundness of the school building. So she just wanted to make sure that we were aware that the committee is awaiting that motion by the board to move forward on that. And on the same token, we do have figures from two separate firms, but I'm not certain that the first firm, the BDC, has had an opportunity to bid the same scope as the second firm has. It looks a little broader.
Norton and Smith, they actually just gave the cost of their firm, not actually a bid,
It's an hourly fee schedule.
Yeah, hourly fee.
Right, which
or
is,
the
right.
BDC firm actually gave some numbers, didn't
Mm-hmm.
Norton does too. I mean, there's the second page lists it up to a maximum fee not to exceed $3,200.
Right.
So there is a maximum fee there.
Right. But
I just looked at it real briefly.
Mm-hmm. I just want to be certain that before we make a decision that this first firm, BDC, who has performed this survey in the past for the school district, that they are, I don't believe they've...
Did BDC do the school district?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
They'd probably be more familiar.
They're familiar with the building.
Right.
I just want to be certain that they're understanding that it's the same scope, because in my initial conversation with him was back in March. You'll see the date on this letter, and it was more or less them coming out and performing the same type of survey that they've done for the school district in the past, which is a walkthrough and looking for telltale signs of trouble. So we weren't looking at anything real in depth at that time. It was more of the same type of just reaffirming that it was still structurally sound for that type of use. So I just want to be certain that it's apples to apples is my only concern.
Yeah, I would like to see more of an hourly estimate as well. I'm not for a rate, but as far as how many hours they expect it to take, how we have to bid, not just a fee schedule. That's what I'd like to see from both.
Okay. That's all I have on that.
Okay, Mark?
As it sits right here, I would like to, like Justin said, I would like to see more, both of them looking at the same thing. The Norton and Schmidt document references a load capacity determination. BDC says if that analysis is required, it's going to change their fee. So if we could get the city staff to contact both of these and get
It'll be apples for apples.
so that we're looking at the same thing. that would be very helpful. That's all I have.
Justin?
The only thing I have is I had someone approach me. They had gone into City Hall and purchased a permit to go fishing at the reservoir. So they actually did that before going fishing and went out to the reservoir, and they can't even get to the water because of how tall the weeds are. I guess, is there anyone who's maintaining that out there at all? And
No, there's not. I had a discussion with my case list. I have a volunteer, well, he's not a volunteer, he's already a city employee, slug flusher. He's off from school this summer. And as far as I know, we're getting no permit fees whatsoever, people fishing there. And Slug said he would go out, look over the property, pick up and clean up the property and collect fees. And I don't know where Mike went with that. He said he talked to him, but he's done it in the past, and he did a good job. But we'd have to have him do that.
I mean, I was told that the weeds were so tall, there were people out there riding horses, and the weeds were touching their stirrups. Not horses. So,
Probably so.
we need to be.
We've got weeds in town. That's
We have
all.
weeds in town, that's all too, so we need to get those addressed as well.
Short horses?
That's the only thing that I have.
Paul, is somebody gonna mow that, or?
Mr. I think, I don't remember his last name, but he's kin to Jim Austin-Meyer. It's his brother is supposed to mow it for hay. The city's supposed to mow along the road and right at the water's edge. Right now, our big tractor's down and we can't mow it on that one. The only thing we can do is use the little tractor.
What's down, did you say?
Our big tractor, big Kubota.
Broke down?
Yeah.
What's wrong with it?
The engine's out. We're gonna have to rebuild the engine. Setting over right now at Odessa where we bought the tractor.
It's being repaired now?
I'm still trying to get, I've gotta get one more price, and then it looks like the Odessa will be the guy that makes the repairs. And he'll get it going as quick as we can. That's where that's going.
Well, what about mowing the state right-of-ways within the city limits? I've been challenged on that this week.
What, the city has agreement with the state for state right-of-ways or maintaining state right-of-ways. It's my understanding that we're supposed to, if Mike hasn't already, we'll be approaching, the city attorneys, and we're gonna try to get out of the contract. So right now.
I had a property owner tell me that the city of Odessa had a contract with MoDOT on mowing those. Is there something to that?
That's all news. Well, we've got a signed agreement with MoDOT that, I forgot how old it is, but it's ancient. And there's no end to the contract. What we're gonna try, or what the city's gonna try to do is to get out of the contract so the state will take care of their own right of ways, maintain them.
We need to clean up our city.
Pardon me?
We do need to clean up our city.